there, this is Laurie Schmidlin for Paper Tray Ink. Welcome to this week's Make It Monday video tutorial. This week I want to share with you a technique called Faux Gilded leaves. I really love the look of gilding using the metallic gilding flakes, but I didn't have all the colors that I needed or wanted to use on this particular card, so I decided to come up with a different way to try to achieve the same look. And this is actually certainly a lot easier and probably uses items that you have already in your stock. I don't know if you can see the shiny leaves. There's copper, some platinum, and gold. So just using some embossing powder. I've got some gold, copper, and platinum, and some Versamark. And either black detail embossing powder or VersaFine, as well as clear detail embossing powder. These are all the supplies that you'll need to create this. And I'm using the Leaf Prints stamp set from Paper Tray Ink. So they have both the bold image as well as the veins, the little detail veins, and that works really nice on this. Okay, I started by die cutting the 3 large leaves from the Leaf Prints die set from Craft cardstock. And I'm going to take the bold, solid stamp from one of the leaves. I'm going to line it up. Using my Misty, I'm going to be able to stamp both the solid and the detail images. It just makes it a lot easier. Now before I ink it up, I like to run a little anti-static powder over my image so I don't get spray flecks all over where I don't want them. So I'm going to ink up my stamp using the Versamark ink pad. And seeing that this is sticky, I like to use a little tool to help me remove that. Now, while the ink is still wet, I have my 3 embossing powders. Gold, copper, and platinum. Now, starting with the platinum, I'm just going to use my fingers. Dip in and just sprinkle some right where I want the platinum to be. Tap it off. I'm going to do the same thing using the copper. Now for the third, the final embossing powder color, I'm just going to sprinkle over. That way it catches whatever I didn't cover with the other 2. So now I'm going to heat set this, melt the embossing powder. Okay, I've heat set my first layer. You can see the gold, the platinum, and the copper embossing powder. Got my Misty back out. Now I'm going to stamp the details, the detail image of it. I'll line it up. And again, I'm going to swipe some anti-static powder over the top of that. Now you have 2 choices. You can use the VersaFine, the black pigment ink, and some clear embossing powder, or you can use your Versamark and black embossing powder. And I'm going to choose to use the VersaFine and the clear embossing powder because I find that if you use the black embossing powder, it melts into the leaf a little bit more. So if by using the black ink, it somehow it keeps the veins or the details a little bit more separate, and that's kind of the look I'm going for this time. So I'm gonna ink my stamp up. we'll set this aside. You really do need the embossing powder to really set the ink, because by even using pigment ink on top of the embossing powder, it isn't quite as permanent as it should be. So now I'm going to heat set this. And there we have the finished leaf. We have the background with the detail stamping. Now to finish my card, I embossed all 3 large leaves from the Leaf Prints stamp set from Paper Tray, and I adhered those to a background where I stamped the new Text and Texture wood slices, if you can see that. I finished it off with some sentiments from the Words to Live By Gratitude and a little wooden heart. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Laurie Schmidlin for Paper Tray Ink. For more information on this challenge and supplies used in this video, please visit the Paper Tray Ink blog.